back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week on a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff, and I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And today I was going to share with you my favorites from the month of July. I can't believe July is over. This summer for me has been going so quickly. I've been traveling so much and we're getting ready to move and I just feel like, where is the summer going? And it's also like kind of weird because I feel like also the summer just started because the weather didn't get nice in the Pacific Northwest until like mid-July, which is crazy. So, you know, it's just been one of those like crazy weird summers. But yeah, let's hop into my favorites. So I'm going to start with my two travel adventure sort of favorites. So I did take two trips. One was technically at the end of May, or not, oh my god, May was forever, at the end of June, but I didn't include it in my June favorites because I had pre-recorded June favorites before I had left for this trip. Hopefully that makes sense. But the first one is Raleigh. I went to Raleigh, North Carolina for one of my best friend's wedding, and it was so beautiful. I had never been to Raleigh before, but we just had so much fun. It was such a beautiful wedding. I mean, it was super, super hot, but the wedding was gorgeous, and we just loved being back on the other coast. Yeah, and Raleigh was definitely an amazing city. I would love to go back and explore even more. Like I said, we were there for a wedding, so we didn't get to explore too much, but I would definitely go back, and it was just such an amazing time. We had so much fun. And then my other adventure favorite was Pittsburgh. I went to Pittsburgh this past weekend for my other friend's bridal shower, and we had so much fun there as well. It was a whirlwind weekend, just tons of things happening, but we just had so much fun. She had a beautiful bridal shower. She looked gorgeous. And I actually have family who lives in Pittsburgh, so I've been to Pittsburgh before, but it's always fun to go back. Pittsburgh's a really cool city. There's a lot to do, tons of different areas to explore. It's a really big, kind of like spread out city. There is a downtown area, obviously, but there's definitely like a ton of different neighborhoods that you can go explore, which is really cool. But those are my only two adventure favorites for the month because Matt did get surgery on his foot, so he couldn't like hike or do anything like that, so we didn't do much in terms of adventuring this month. Hopefully now that his foot is good to go for hiking again, hopefully we'll have some more adventures. But yeah, we didn't go on that many adventures or anything this month, so you know, it was just one of those things. It happens, but hopefully, like I said, this month will be adventure packed. We have a lot of plans. We want to try to get a lot of stuff done before we leave the Pacific Northwest, so we will see. So I'm going to do my one fashion favorite real quick, and it is my Amory purse. I am obsessed with this purse. If you saw my summer lookbook, which I will leave up in the corner, they did sponsor that video, but they don't know I'm making this one. I just genuinely love this bag. It's so beautiful. I actually took it with me this past weekend when I went home in Pittsburgh, and I got so many compliments on this. Everyone was like, oh my god, I love your bag. Where did you get it? That's such a cute bag. All sorts of fun stuff, and it really does hold a lot. And it's perfect for like a summer outfit. It also held up really well. I actually put this in my suitcase to travel with because I didn't want to carry it through the airport or whatever, and it actually held up really well in my suitcase too, which is like always a good thing because you never know with these kind of things, you know, you don't want to like get it smushed, especially because I check my bags in a checked bag. I don't want to like get it smushed, but it held up really well. It looked adorable with all my outfits, even more like even other outfits than the ones I showed you in my lookbook. Like I wore it with a whole bunch of stuff. I carried it everywhere this weekend. It was a super convenient bag. I didn't have to worry about it getting ruined or anything. So I am obsessed with that bag. I cannot wait to continue to wear it. I just think it's going to be like my go-to summer bag from now on. So definitely love Amory. I will leave their website and the link to that bag below. Like I said, this is not sponsored by them whatsoever. They don't know I'm making it. I just genuinely love this bag. So all right, and then I have a couple beauty favorites. I have a feeling this is going to be a short favorites because it was just a busy month and we didn't do a lot of adventures. So yeah, and I also didn't try a lot of new beauty products or anything. So, but I do have a few beauty favorites. One's an old favorite that I recently rediscovered how much I love, and the other two are newer to me. So I'm going to start with the oldie but a goodie. So this is the perfume I've been loving lately. This is Walk on Air by Kate Spade. I actually bought this perfume for my first wedding ceremony. If you guys don't know, me and my husband actually had 2 wedding ceremonies. We actually got married in the city hall in Philadelphia, and then we had like a big wedding ceremony like a year later. So I bought this for our first wedding ceremony, and it's just like a really nice, beautiful like summer scent, and always kind of reminds me of May and when we got married. And I hadn't been wearing it for a while, and I picked it up and put it on one day this month, and I was just like, oh, yes, I love this scent. It's so good. Let me see if I can find the notes for it so I can kind of tell you a little bit about it. Okay, you can buy it at Ulta and Sephora. Looks like they have it on Amazon too. This size, which is the 1.7 ounce, is $78. So it is, I mean, perfumes are pricey in general, so you know, it is what it is, but I really enjoy this scent. So this says the top notes are linden blossom, maiden's hair fern, and Solomon seal, Calabrese bergamot, Tunisian neroli. The heart is lily of the valley, magnolia grandiflora, Egyptian jasmine, narcissus absolute opor, and the base is cardamom, lily, white iris, violet leaf absolute opor. Sorry if I butchered any of those words, but this basically is talking about like a playful woman in New York City. It's a light floral sort of scent, and I totally agree with that. It definitely is like, I know this always sounds silly whenever people are describing scents, but it is like a playful floral scent. It's not super overpowering, but you can definitely tell you smell kind of like fresh and florally. It's definitely a very feminine scent in my opinion, but it's not overpowering that like it gives me a headache. Like I find if something is like too floral or too sweet, I get a headache, and obviously you don't want that. And I just think this is like the perfect light floral scent, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm so glad I put it back on my body. It's just such a beautiful scent. The bottle's really cute too with the black bow. It just looks really cute sitting amongst my perfume collection. I don't have that many perfumes, but this is definitely one that I am obsessed with and love. So I have one skincare favorite, and I've talked about this a lot recently. This is the CosRx Hyaluronic Acid Hydra Power Essence, and I am obsessed with this stuff. I think I talked about it in a recent video. If I can find that video, I'll link it up in the corner and down below. But basically, I tried this at the end of June for the first time because I was about to travel to Raleigh, and my skin was flaking off. Like, I don't know what happened to it because I hadn't changed anything. I hadn't been using any more retinol than I normally do. I had been drinking water like I normally do, all sorts, like I hadn't changed anything. But for some reason, like right around my chin area, I was flaking horribly. So I decided to pick up a hyaluronic acid serum, and I kind of did some research and looked around, and this one actually was a really good value for how much you get. And I knew I loved CosRx products, so I decided to try it, and it worked so well. Like in like 1 or 2 days, my skin, like all the flakes were gone. It looked so much more hydrated, so much more plump, all sorts of like the stuff that you want hyaluronic acid to do. And it just is a great hydrator. So I use this every morning and night now, and just keeps my skin really nice and hydrated. And I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a really nice texture and consistency. Like I said, I think the value for this is really good. It seems kind of expensive up front, but you actually get a lot more serum in this than you do compared to like a lot of other hyaluronic acid serums, which I like. And I just really trust CosRx products. I've never had an issue with any of the ones that I've tried, and I just really like them. So this was definitely a great pick for me this month, and I am just obsessed with it. It's such a good product. And then my last kind of beauty favorite is all about my curly hair. I have been obsessed recently with my curly hair. I've always liked my curly hair, but for some, like my curly hair looks good in the winter too, but it also looks really good in the summer. And I just feel like it's like fun and playful in the summer to have curly hair. And I've just really finally nailed down a curly hair routine that I love and works really well for my hair. So I've just been like loving doing that and getting those curls in my hair. And one of the new products I tried recently for that is this Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Hydrating Cream Conditioner. So I heard about this from a few people here on YouTube and kind of did some research, and it looks like it's like, from what I found out, it's a great product. It has no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, or mineral oils. So it's just like a really great, deeply hydrating conditioner for your hair. But what I love about this is it doesn't weigh down my curls. My curls, I definitely have curls in my hair, but it's also wavy. So I don't want anything too thick that will weigh my hair down when I rinse it out, because I do want my waves to kind of, my waves and curls to be nice and bouncy and soft. But if it's too heavy, it's going to weigh them down and they're not going to be as curly as I like them to be. So I just love this and what it does for my hair. I can use this like every day, even if I'm not washing my hair, and I don't notice that there's like a gross buildup or that it's weighing my hair down. Like I said, it just gives it an extra boost of hydration that my hair needs. My curls are so dry. I do everything I can to keep them hydrated, but this is a great one to keep your curls hydrated, and it's not that expensive. I found this at my local Fred Meyer, and it was definitely under $10, but I think it was closer to $5, and it's just great. I'm obsessed with this. A little bit goes a long way. I mean, if you have even curlier hair that needs even more moisture, you could use more, all that stuff. I still use a ton, but I have a really long hair, so I use a lot of conditioner. But I mean, this works just as good as some of the high-end conditioners that I like, if not better. So I definitely think I will continue to purchase this. It's just a great product. And then the last thing I want to talk about, I actually don't physically have with me because of a program that I love, and I'm super excited that I finally realized that this is a thing. But it's a book. The book was called All We Ever Wanted by Emily Giffin. And let me see if I can find like a synopsis, because I don't want to give you the wrong impression of this book. But basically what I found out was that as I was traveling these past couple months, is that there's a couple bookstores throughout airports that you can purchase a book, and if you bring the book back within 6 months and you have your receipt, you can actually return the book and they'll give you 50% of the book's price back. So what I did is I bought this book when we were flying through Raleigh, I think, and basically, or it might have been in Detroit. I don't remember if there's one in Raleigh. I know there's one in Detroit, but I bought the book, I read it, and then on my recent trip back to Detroit, I remembered I grabbed the book, I took it with me, had my receipt, and then I turned it in, and they gave me half the price back, and I bought another book. So basically I got that book for half off too, which is amazing, because whatever. But it's just a really amazing program. If I'll try to find the exact name of the bookstore and leave a link to their website down below, so you can kind of see what airports this particular bookstore does it at. They might have it other places as well. This is the bookstore that I found it out, the one in Detroit that I like. So take that with a grain of salt, but I'm trying to find a summary for this book. So basically this book is about it's about high schoolers, okay? It's not I wouldn't call this a YA novel though. This is definitely for adults, but it definitely deals with different, I don't want to call them class levels, but different people of means within society and what they do for their children to cover up their mistakes. And so it takes place in Nashville, and these two families, one who is ultra wealthy and super privileged, and one who is not, they definitely live paycheck to paycheck, are thrown together because of their children and something that happens between them. And it's a really moving story. It definitely moves at a quick pace. And it just really makes you think about the different dynamics of society and stuff. But it can be kind of heavy at times, but for me it was just such a great read, and it really made me think about things that I probably hadn't before. But also things that reminded me of my own high school and my own upbringing. There was definitely kids in my high school who were privileged and got away with things that they shouldn't have, and it definitely affected other people's lives. And it's a really great read if you're looking for not a super tough read, but one that's going to make you think. This would be a great choice for you. Once again, it's called All We Ever Wanted by Emily Giffin. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. I'll pop a picture of it up on the screen here as well, so you can kind of see what the cover looks like. But it was a really amazing read. You can probably find it on Amazon and stuff as well. Like I said, I found it in this book in a bookstore in an airport that you can exchange books at. So I actually just exchanged it for a Stephen King novel that I'm obsessed with. God, it's so creepy. I don't know how I went from this book to a Stephen King book, but anyway, it's really good. If you're looking for a good read, I definitely recommend this one. And that is it. Those are all my favorites for the month. Like I said, it wasn't a lot. I was going, we didn't do that much. But all these things I talked about, I really did love this month. I think they're all amazing things. If you have any favorites from the month, let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I should try out, all that fun stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I will see you in my next adventure. Bye!